up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of C3 Comics. As always, I'm your host, C3. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out the channel. We're going to jump into my new comic book day haul for 6/10/2020. Let you guys see what I got. So without further ado, we're just going to get started. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely don't forget, ring that bell. So every time I do a new post, you guys will be the first ones to know. Alright? So I'm going to start off with my DC, with my Marvel. There wasn't much from Marvel today. So I managed to grab one Marvel book, and what I picked up was Daredevil issue number 20. Jumping back into that Daredevil storyline. Can't wait to pick up where we left off. Chip Zdarsky was killing this read, so definitely interested in checking that out. Right? So I got quite a few comics here today, so not very much room. Not as much as I would like. So what I want to do is I'm just going to set that there. Right? Move my mouse over a little bit. Alright, so then we're going to move into our independents, and we're going to go with Upshot Comics. And the first one I got from them was Old Haunts. And this is issue number 1. A lot of anticipations on this comic. So definitely can't wait to dive into this one. Looks very interesting though. Old Haunts. Issue number 1 of 5. Next up is an oldie but goodie. Regular but new. We've got that fresh Faithless issue number 1 by Brian Azzarello. Just a beautiful cover. Crazy story too. If you haven't been reading this, it's just crazy, man. So if you like something weird and strange, this is definitely on that list. Faithless, issue number 1. Volume 2, issue number 1. Next up, coming from Image Comics, people. And this one we have is Excellence, issue number 7. Highly recommend reading this book here. This is a great read right here, too. Very engaging. Excellence, issue number 7. Kind of reminds me of the Magic Order. Alright, next up from Image Comics, one of my favorite books, Die, 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 issue number 10. Yep, Connie and the boys are at it again. Definitely got to check this out. I don't know what they're doing with this storyline right here, but oh boy. Definitely a must read. Die, 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 issue number 10. Next from Image, we've got Jonathan Hickman's Decorum. And this is issue number 2. And you know Mr. Hickman, he's just an awesome writer. Everything he touches, he puts his heart and soul into it, you can tell. And he has the capabilities of taking a storyline and just taking it places you have no idea where he's going with it. But it's just such a good read, and he just finds a way of just making sure that you're captivated by what he's got going on. Decorum, issue number 2. Alright, so now we're going to jump into my DC books. And we're going to go starting with Batman, issue number 1, The Adventure Continues. Yeah, it's a good read. It's a good read. Classic storyline, Batman, Lex Luthor, Brainiac type of situation, you know. I like it. nostalgic. You know how it goes. Batman, issue number 1. I love that color too. I know everybody was going for the variant, but I actually like the red on this cover. Next up from DC, we have Batman's Grave. And I just think that, and I read this one too. Great storyline in this one. Very, 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 very good storyline. And I actually think it's kind of crazy, like how he's standing on these bodies full of police officers with everything we got going on out there right now. And just so everybody knows, they're not actually police officers. They are transit cops. So, you know, but just the image itself, you know, being put out there, considering what we got going on out in the world today, I thought it was kind of baffling and bold at the same time, you know. So, but Batman Graves, good read. It's issue number 7. I might just try to find another cover because you never know, you know, people will take something like that, turn it controversial. Comic might actually be something people want to have in their collections for sure one day. All right, next up from DC, we have Legion of Heroes, issue number 6. I'm hearing that there's supposed to be a new Dr. Fate here. Brian Michael Bivins, I think he's bringing the Gold Lantern or whatever the case may be. Some shops I saw had this on the shelves out the gate for like $15. I got mine for cover price. No, it doesn't matter. You know, like if it's a book that I want, I'm going to pay for it no matter what it is. So, and the shops got to make their monies too. So I'm definitely not knocking anybody. But this cover's doing really well. It's selling really well. I might actually go back and give the guy $15 just to help him and my collection out. Because I wouldn't mind having 2 copies of that. First appearances. There's quite a few first appearances in there also. Next up from DC comic book family, we have 80th anniversary Joker. And one of the books I picked up from the Joker, as you all know, and I'm a big Gabriel Delgado fan. 80th anniversary. That Delgado artwork. Straight fire. Lit. Check it out. Right? I also picked up the Jim Lee variant. All the bad guys. Say hello to the bad guys. Had to grab that, everybody. It's Jim Lee. You know, gotta grab Jim Lee. And last but not least, that Francesco Mattina variant. Had to grab that also. Definitely a big fan of Mattina as well. Had a chance to meet him one time, Midtown Comics up in New York City. Didn't speak too much, but very likable guy, very approachable. You know, doesn't mind shaking your hand, take a picture with you, sign as many books as you're willing to pay for. You know, so it's all good. Francesco Mattina. Joker's 80th anniversary. Right? So that's what I grabbed from my comic shop for New Comic Book Day. Those are my new pickups, and those are the ones I'll be reading. But before I go, I also want to share with you. So I was able to grab a couple of more books. Because I don't know if you guys know this, right? But I know I've mentioned it maybe once or twice. But I'm working on my Thor run. So I was able to pick up a few extra books for my Thor run as well. And I've managed to grab The Mighty Thor, issue number 223. The Mighty Thor, issue number 229. And I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but there's an advertisement in here for the Wolverine. So I know some people consider this like, what do they call one of those true first? Like, has the first appearance of Wolverine in an advertisement in this one? Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about that? Should this be considered Wolverine's true first appearance if he is in here? I've never read this comic, so I will pop it open and take a look in there and see what it looks like. But leave a comment down below. What they consider to be true first. Is the true first something like that? They show up in the advertisement, or is the true first when they're in their own comic or special guest appearance in somebody else's comic? Somebody explain that to me. Take the time and explain that to me. Help a fella out. But yeah, true first, Wolverine. Thor issue 229. We also have Thor issue 239. We have Thor issue 240. Yep, like I said, filling in the gaps, everybody. I'm filling in the gaps. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. Super excited about adding these to the collection. We have Thor issue 243. We also have Thor issue 273. I love this cover. The beast of a cover. And last but not least, we have Thor issue 324. And I've always loved this cover right here. To me, this is a very substantial cover, because this cover is the reminder of, a lot of people don't remember. I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but Thor's hammer was actually a cane. He had a limp. He was a doctor, and he walked around with a cane. And when he slapped the cane on the ground, that's when the transformation happened. So this is one of those covers for me that takes me back to my childhood when I used to watch them on cartoons. And there you have it, folks. Those are the comic books that I picked up for May 10th, 2020. I hope you saw something you like, something that you may be interested in. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Feel free, hit me up anytime. I'm on c3.comics on Instagram as well. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Please share the video. Kind of like stagnant, around about 187, 188 in subs, but we're going to reach that 200 mark sooner or later. And I really appreciate you guys stopping by. And thank you everybody for subbing to the channel. So I'll see you next time. As always, I'm your boy C3, and we're going to keep it comics. Peace.